Sliding.
Okay, now start with this topic fault. In this diagram, you have seen two different blocks I have placed here. In the first diagram, unfaulted block is there, and in the right hand side diagram, the faulted blocks are there. Okay, so your observations are the two blocks present in the first diagram are not displaced. They are unite with each other. In the right hand side diagram, both the blocks are displaced from each other. Okay, that displacement in the rock is considered as a fault. Okay, the displacement between two blocks in a single rock is considered as a faulting. Okay, now how this faulting will happen? What are the reasons behind this faulting? Can anybody told why these two blocks are moved from each other? Okay, so here you can look that the blue block is moving towards downward side and the green block is moving towards the upward side. So this moving or this displacement in the rock is considered as a faulting. Okay, in the previous lecture we have seen what is the meaning of folding. When the horizontal rocks gets turned or gets bending, that feature is considered as a fold. Okay, now here the blocks are not bent, they are just displaced from each other in the opposite direction. Such a type of the movements are considered as a fall. Okay, now we will see this in detail. Now here you can see the definition of the fault. The fracture in a rock along which the block have moved relative to each other and parallel to the plane of fracture is known as a fault. Okay, now we will see the meaning of this definition. Fault is a nothing but the fracture. Okay, fracture. Now meaning of fracture is the it is just a crack or a joint present in the rock. That joint is considered as a fracture. Such a fractures are having different dimensions. Some fractures are few centimeter in length. Some fractures are few meters in length, and some fractures are also in kilometer in length. Okay, so there is a variation in the dimensions, that is length of that fracture. And when two rock blocks are moved or two rock blocks are displaced from each other along that fracture or along that joint, then that displacement is considered as a fault. Okay, now the meaning of this definition in Marathi I will explain you. ज्यावेळेस दोन रॉक ब्लॉक्स हे एखाद्या जॉईंट वरती किंवा एखाद्या फ्रॅक्चर प्लेन जे असतात त्या फ्रॅक्चर प्लेन्स वरती त्या दोन ब्लॉकची मुवमेंट होत असते किंवा ते एकमेकापासून डिस्प्लेस होत असतात, त्यावेळेस त्या डिस्प्लेसमेंटला काय म्हटलं जातं? फॉल्टिंग म्हणून कन्सिडर केलं जातं. नाव why these faultings happen? Okay, what will be the reason the two blocks are moved away from each other? Can anybody tell me what will be the reason for such a type of the movement? In the fold we have seen because of pressure the horizontal layers are get turned into the fold. Now here what will be the reason or what will be the source for the faulting? Here also forces are the source for the displacement, but forces are from different direction. How? Look at here. This block is moved downward because the force will be from upper side. Okay, and this block moves towards the upward. Now here, for the displacement of this block, the force from this bottom side. Okay, so the forces are in opposite direction. That's why these single rock blocks are moved from each other into two separate blocks in opposite direction. So such a type of the displacement is considered as a fault or faulting. Okay, now in the fold, we have seen the different terms used for the fold. Likewise, here also in the fault, there are different types of the terms used for the faulting also. Okay. Now, which are that important terms? Now, the first term is the fault plane. Okay. In the fold, we have seen axial plane. Likewise, here fault plane is present. Now here, this side is I will show you it with just a minute. I will show you it with markings. Okay. Now here this red line surface is considered as a fault plane. Okay. Now along that fault plane means it is a one side. Okay, one side. On that side, the blocks of the rocks are displaced from each other. Okay, now I will show you here the continuation of this fault plane. These sides are hidden. Okay, these dotted lines are hidden beneath this block. That's why they are not visible here. Just I have mentioned that side with the dotted lines here. Okay, now here this side, on that side the rock blocks are moved away from each other. That side is considered as a fault plane. Okay, now we will see the another term. The actual definition is the fracture surface along which the two blocks have been displaced with respect to each other is known as a fault plane. Okay, so the fault plane is nothing but it is a fracture side or fracture plane along which the two blocks are moved away from each other or in the opposite direction. Now we will see another terms. The next term is the we will discuss is the hanging wall and footwall. Okay, so these two terms are very important from your understanding point of view, because if you can't recognize the correct hanging wall and footwall, then there is a difficulty to identify the type of the fault. Okay, so you have to understand what is the meaning of hanging wall and footwall here. Okay, now here I will show you which is the hanging wall and which is the footwall. Okay, now look here, this block is considered as a hanging wall and this block is considered as a footwall. Okay, hanging wall and footwall. Now can anybody told the meaning of footwall and hanging wall? These are the two separated blocks. One block is considered as a footwall and one block is considered as a hanging wall. Okay. Now, hanging wall. First, we will see about the hanging wall. Hanging wall means the block which rests above the fault plane. Okay. What is meaning of hanging wall? Hanging wall is a nothing but the block which rests above the fault plane. So here, this is the fault plane. On that fault plane, this block is rest. So the block which is above the fault plane or which rests above the fault plane, that block is considered as a hanging wall, and the block which is below the fault plane, okay, below the fault plane, that block is considered as a footwall. Okay, so this is the simple meaning of hanging wall and footwall. Hanging wall is always resting above the fault plane and footwall is always resting below the fault plane. This is the difference between hanging wall and footwall. Okay, now here another terms are used, that is the up throw side and down throw side. Up throw side and down throw side. Up throw and down throw. What will be the meaning? Up throw and down throw sides. Can anybody explain me? Up throw means the block which moves in the upward direction, and down throw means the block which moves in the downward direction. So here, which is the up throw block and which is the down throw block? Unmute yourself and give the reply. Which is the up throw block and which is the down throw block? May I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Now here, this footwall is moving in the upward direction. Okay, so here this footwall is considered as a up throw block or up throw side, and here this hanging wall moving towards the downward direction. So this hanging wall here is considered as a down throw side. Okay, but every time it is not happen that footwall is always up throw side and hanging wall is always down throw side. At some faults, this hanging wall moves upward direction and this footwall moves in the downward direction. Okay, that time hanging wall acts as a up throw side and footwall acts as a down throw side. Okay, so the block which is moving in the upward direction, that block is considered as a up throw side, and the block which is moving in the downward direction, that block is considered as a down throw side. Okay, so this is the difference between up throw and down throw side. Now next we are going to see about the throw. Okay, throw, heave and slip, these are the three important terms. Okay, throw. Now throw is the vertical component of displacement of fractured rock block. Now remember here, vertical component of displacement is considered as a throw. Now here I have shown you here, you can when you zoom this diagram, you can recognize here the word written as a throw. Throw means the vertical displacement between two rock blocks. Okay, the exact how much distance these two blocks are displaced, that exact vertical distance is considered as a throw. Okay, so here in the faulting, the displacement are in the हाऊ मेनी डायरेक्शन. आता या ठिकाणी हे दोन ब्लॉक्स एकमेकापासून वेगवेगळे झालेले आहेत, मूव्ह झालेले आहेत. तर या ठिकाणी वेगवेगळ्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये त्यांची डिस्प्लेसमेंट झालेली असणार आहे. ओके, वन इज दी हॉरिझॉन्टल डिस्प्लेसमेंट झालेली असणार आहे, एक व्हर्टिकल डिस्प्लेसमेंट असणार आहे, एक हॉरिझॉन्टल असणार आहे आणि एक इन्क्लाइन डिस्प्लेसमेंट असणार आहे. 3 डायरेक्शन मध्ये ही डिस्प्लेसमेंट झालेली असते. सो आउट ऑफ दॅट 3 डायरेक्शन, the vertical displacement distance is considered as a throw. The horizontal displacement, that distance is considered as a heave, and the inclined displacement is considered as a slip. Okay, now here in this definition, in this slide, the definitions are given. Throw is the vertical displacement, heave is the horizontal displacement, and slip is the total displacement, that is the inclined displacement. Okay, so here in this diagram I will show you this vertical displacement is considered as a throw. This horizontal displacement between two rock blocks is considered as a heave, and this inclined total displacement is considered as a slip. Okay, so these are the 3 displacements seen in every fault. Okay, now there is another term which is very important, that is the head. Now head is an angle of the faulting. Okay, now when you look here, just a minute, I will show you that angle of the faulting. Now this angle of the faulting is considered as a head angle. Okay, now this angle is variable. Okay, it from few degree up to the, what will be the maximum angle of the faulting? मॅक्झिमम अँगल किती असेल डिस्प्लेसमेंटचा? या ठिकाणी मिनिमम असतो तो 1 डिग्री पासून काउंट होईल. व्हॉट विल बी दी मॅक्झिमम अँगल? कॅन एनीबडी इमॅजिन? Maximum angle is up to the 90 degree. Okay, when two rock blocks are completely moved vertically related to each other, ज्यावेळेस दोन रॉक ब्लॉक्स बरोबर वर्टिकली एकमेकांच्या कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये ते मूव्ह होत असतील, त्यावेळेस त्याला काय म्हटलं, त्यावेळेस त्याचा अँगल हा 90 डिग्री असेल. सो द हेड अँगल इज फ्रॉम 0 डिग्री, the minimum angle starts from the 1 degree. So here in this diagram, these red color marks indicate the head. Head is the nothing but the fault angle. Okay, so these are the some important terms used in the fault. Okay, from with the help of these terms you can clearly recognize, or you can clearly identify the different types of the faults. Okay, if you remember all these terms, you can clearly identify the types of the faults which we are going to discuss now. Okay, now in the types of the fault there are so many types. Out of that, the important types which are important from your civil engineering point of view, that types we are going to discuss here in detail. Okay, those which are important from your point of view. Now here the first type is the normal fault. Okay, normal fault means the fault in which hanging wall has moved downward with respect to footwall. Okay, hanging wall, if the hanging wall moves downward and the footwall moves upward. Okay, now here I will show you. Here in this diagram, the hanging wall is moving towards the downward side and the footwall moving towards the upward side. Okay, now What is the meaning of hanging wall? What I told, the block which rests above the fault plane. So here, this is the fault plane. On that fault plane, the block is resting. That resting block is considered as a hanging wall, and the block which is below the fault plane is considered as a footwall. So if the hanging wall moves downward and the footwall moves upward, then such a type of the fault is considered as a normal fault. Okay, got it? The definition of the normal fault. It is also known as a gravity fault. Okay, because of its own gravity, the this hanging wall moves downward as compared to footwall. Normal faults usually have a high angle dip that is greater than 45 degree. So here always this head angle which I have shown earlier, this head angle is always greater than 45 degree in the normal fault. Now another important character of the normal fault is that in this type of fault the beds are stretched after the faulting. Very important. After the faulting, the beds are stretched. Now what is the here meaning of beds? We have discussed earlier into last 3-4 lectures the meaning of bed. What is meaning of bed? Can anybody remember? What is the meaning of bed? Just unmute yourself and give me the reply. What is the meaning of bed here? Bed means it is a layers present in the rocks. That layers are considered as a bed, or it is also known as a strata. Okay, the different terms are used for that layers, bed, strata, etc. So after the faulting, these layers are stretched in the normal fault. Stretched means, what is the meaning of stretching? The length of these beds or the length of this layer gets increased because they are moving in the opposite direction after the faulting. So that's why the length of these layers gets increased after the faulting. That's why it is considered as a stretching of beds. Okay. Now these are the important characters of the normal fault. Normal faults, just remember that definition. Hanging wall moves downward, footwall moves towards upward side. And just remember angle greater than 45 degree. Okay, and beds are stretched means the length of beds get increased after the faulting. Okay, now this much is for the normal fault. These are the characters of the normal faults. Now these are the some important field photographs of the normal fault. Okay, now how the normal faults are identified. Now here in the first photograph you can clearly see here the man is standing here, which is for the showing you the fault. Now here just see here, now this line, now this line is a fault plane. Okay, where the two rock blocks are moved. Now where these rock, how can you identify the layers? Now here you can clearly see that this is the layer in this block and this is the layer in this block. These two layers are separated from each other, or they are moved from each other. Okay, now how they are displaced. Now here you can clearly see that this block moves towards the downward direction, this block moves towards the upward direction. Okay, so this is the fault plane, and the block which is rest above the fault plane, or the block which is present above the fault plane, is considered as a hanging wall, and the block which is present below the fault plane is considered as a footwall. So here the hanging wall moving towards the downward direction and the footwall moving towards the upward direction. So this type of the fault is considered as a normal fault. These are the field photographs. Now here also in this diagram, you can clearly see here the displacement between rock layers. This line indicates the fault plane. Okay, the block which is above the fault plane is the hanging wall. Okay, here the hanging wall is written because this block is above the fault plane and this block is below the fault plane, so it is considered as a footwall. Here when you look here, what you recognize here, remember this layer, this black layer, imagine this black layer. Okay, look carefully here. What is the displacement here? Is this block moves towards the upward direction, this block moves towards the downward direction. Okay, so this type of the fault is also considered as a normal fault because the hanging wall moves towards the downward direction, footwall moves towards the upward direction. Now here also in this bottom diagram, it is also a normal type of the fault where this is the fault plane where the displacement is clearly visible. Okay, so this is the fault plane. Now here the block which is above the fault plane, this block is considered as a hanging wall. HW I am written here, hanging wall, and this is the block which is below the fault plane, so it is considered as a footwall. So here this hanging wall moves towards the downward direction, this footwall moves towards the upward direction. Okay, so such a type of the displacement when seen, then it is considered as a normal fault. Okay, where hanging wall moves towards the downward direction and footwall moves towards the upward direction. Okay, so such a type of the displacement in the rock blocks are considered as a fault. Okay, got it? Now we will move towards the next type, that is the which is considered as a next type, reverse fault. Okay, reverse, as the name indicates that this type of the fault is clearly opposite to the normal fault. All the characters are opposite to the normal fault. Now which characters we will discuss here. Okay, now here when you look in this diagram, you can clearly identify that. What you identify that, I will show you another diagram of this reverse fault. So this is the best diagram for the observation. Now what you looking here, now here this is the fault plane. On that side or on this side, the two rock blocks are moved away from each other. Now on this fault plane, the block which is above the fault plane is considered as a hanging wall. The block which is below the fault plane is considered as a footwall block. Okay, now what are your observations here? Now here this is the fault plane. Okay, now look carefully. Now this is the fault plane, and on this fault plane the rock blocks are moved away from each other. Okay, now here these block moves towards the upward direction, this block moves towards the downward direction. Now, which block is moving towards the upward direction? That is the hanging wall, and the footwall moving towards the downward direction. So it is completely opposite to the previous type of the fault, that is the normal fault. Okay, what we see in the normal fault, we have seen the hanging wall moving towards the downward direction and footwall towards the upward direction. But here there is a complete opposite characters. Hanging wall here moving in the upward direction, footwall moving in the downward direction. So complete opposite characters are seen in between normal fault and reverse fault. Okay, so we will uh, discuss here its characters first. Now here, when you look into characters, just see the characters of these reverse fault. The fault in which hanging wall has moved upward with respect to footwall, it is considered as a reverse fault. When so here this right hand side block is considered as a hanging wall because it rests above the fault plane. So in this diagram, this hanging wall moves towards the upward side. The footwall, which is below the fault plane, this block moves towards the downward side. So such a type of the movement is seen, then such a type of the fault is considered as a reverse fault. Okay. Now it is also called as a thrust fault. Okay. In the normal fault, we have seen that the normal fault is considered as a gravity fault. The reverse fault is considered as a thrust fault. Okay. Now it have a low angle dip that is less than 45 degree. Okay, in the normal fault we have seen the angle of dip is greater than 45 degree. Here in the reverse fault the angle of dip is below 45 degree, and the beds are shortened after the faulting because these blocks comes towards each other. Because of that displacement towards one single direction, the beds gets shortened, means its length get reduced. Okay, the length of these beds get reduced after the faulting in the reverse fault. Okay, so these are the characters of the reverse fault, which are completely opposite to the normal fault. Now these are some field photographs. Look carefully these field photographs. Now what you observe here, now here first we will see here, first you have to recognize the fault plane in the field, which is very important. Okay, ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही एखाद्या सिव्हिल इंजिनियर म्हणून एखाद्या गव्हर्नमेंट सेक्टरमध्ये काम करत असाल त्यावेळेस हे प्रॉब्लेम्स बऱ्याच वेळेला तुम्हाला फेस करावे लागतात, कारण त्या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला हे सब सरफेस फीचर्स तुम्हाला आयडेंटिफाय करावे लागतात. And why it is important to know this feature? Because if you are going to construct a major structures like dam, bridge, that time this structure plays an important role. Okay, that we are going to discuss in later on after this chapter, after this unit, why these structural features are important. Because if you can't identify these structural features in the field correctly, then you may get face serious problems in the future. Now here in this diagram, this I will show you fault plane. First you have to recognize the fault plane. So this line which is indicated in the red color, this line is considered as a fault plane. Okay, this line is considered as a fault plane. Now The block which is above the fault plane is considered as a hanging wall. Always hanging wall is above the fault plane, and the block which is below the fault plane is the footwall, hanging wall and footwall. Now, what are your observations? Look at this bed. Okay, look at this bed and this bed. These are the two similar beds, single beds, but after the faulting this bed moves towards upward side and this bed moves towards the downward side. Okay, so the hanging wall here moves towards the upward direction, the footwall moves towards the downward direction. Now in this bottom diagram also, this is the fault plane where the two rock blocks are moved away from each other. Here this is the hanging wall which is above the fault plane, and this is the footwall which is below the fault plane. Okay, now here you can clearly recognize that the hanging wall is moving upward direction, footwall is moving towards the downward direction. Look at this top surface or top layer, this layer and this layer moves upward direction, this layer moves towards the downward direction. Or you can clearly imagine here in the bottom layer which is in the dark black color, this layer. Okay, this layer is moving towards the upward direction, this black layer moving towards the downward direction. Okay, so the block which is moving towards the upward direction is the hanging wall, and the block which is moving towards the downward direction is the footwall. So such a type of the fault in which the hanging wall moves towards the upward direction and the block which is moving towards the downward direction is the footwall in the reverse fault.